Hey everyone!
Hi!
And welcome to Fanning Out My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
My name is Mackenzie.
I am Kyle, and I have never seen this episode and beyond.
Yes, and I am a fan of My Little Pony that I've watched at least a couple of times through. So I am very much excited to share this episode with you because I think you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
this episode is a little bit out of order, though, I have to say.
Is it?
We were going off of IMDb, and we were also going off of the DVD. And the DVDs put them in this weird order, whereas Netflix put them in an actual logical order. But...
Yeah, I have noticed that before. And now we're just going to wing it and see what happens.
Happy weird time for Halloween.
Don't forget to mute your phones, everyone. The theater is going. Jeez.
Fuzzy Legs, do you think you could secure those windows?
Fuzzy Legs!
And you'll alert me if anything scary comes close to the cottage? Oh, who am I kidding? When something scary comes close to the cottage, please tell me my hiding place is ready.
My hiding place is ready.
You filled it with everything I need to survive this awful night.
Aww.
Peanut butter.
Thank you all.
Don't forget the snakes.
Now I don't have to step a hoof outside until this whole thing is over. Oh no, you don't have any carrots? That means I'll need to go out on Nightmare Night.
Bum, bum, bum.
So good.
Nightmare Night, what a fright! Give me something sweet to bite!
You think it's scary now? Just wait until it's done.
It's a Hydra.
What if you stayed out a little longer with your friends? I know they'd be super excited.
You think so?
You would make them so happy if you joined in. They wouldn't believe their eyes. Come on, Fluttershy. What do you say?
I mean,
And then
trying to include her or trying to guilt her?
very quiet. And suddenly, they realized the balloons had never been inflated!
What are you doing here? Is everything okay?
Everything is fine. In fact, it's more than fine. I've decided to join you in your Nightmare Night festivities.
You out tonight?
Oh, way to encourage
Every
their
Nightmare Night, I shut myself in my
dash.
cottage and refuse to come out until morning. I never would have found out how much I enjoy it.
And we'd have missed out on how great you sound.
To play Nightmare Night games with us and eat candy apples with us!
Don't forget the best part, going through my family's corn maze.
Oh,
Love
right,
those.
the maze.
I love all of
Only
that.
if you're up for it.
Oh, I am ready to take on Nightmare Night.
Awesome!
Just practicing. The beauty
word
of
I can't
Nightmare
think of,
Night
but
is
yeah.
that you don't have to dress up as something scary. Ooh, yes. This one will look
Good
gorgeous
Lord.
on you. Period costumes are all the rage this year.
Yeah.
All those layers could slow me down, or worse, make me trip.
I gotta say, good for a
never
zombie
considered that.
apocalypse.
Never fear. Oh, now this is a real stunner. I call it masquerade. Just a simple black dress underneath, but with this ornately decorated mask. A mask? No, they can just be so difficult to see out of. Yes, but this one has eye holes. What about being able to see what's to the left or right of me?
Your hair's in the way.
I suppose your
so-
vision would be somewhat obscured. It's your first Nightmare Night out and about, and we do want you to be comfortable. What if I just wear the dress? Oh, sure, dear. That's fine.
It's not really.
It's so plain, it's frightening. Oh my, look at all of you.
Oh my god!
Yay!
They look amazing.
Oh, wait!
Ah.
We're gonna have the best time!
I was a scarecrow. I was not the lion, but I was a scarecrow.
Fluttershy,
In
where's
two
your
plays
costume?
and a
I'm
few
wearing it.
events. Girl, that's gross.
She's a modest Elvira.
Sneaking into the night.
That's what it is.
You're a ninja escaping into the night.
Yeah. Mhm.
You're black licorice escaping into the night. Close. I'm going to a masquerade ball without the mask. Isn't it great? Oh, creative. Round and round you go. Where you stop, no pony knows. Good luck beating that, Fluttershy. It's just that if I'm blindfolded and some pony were to leap out in front of me, I'd never have the chance to defend myself.
She's not meaning to.
That's fine,
She's
darling.
totally a party.
You don't have to do anything you don't want to. We don't have to finish that game. I have another one I know you'll love. Bobbing for apples.
Fluttershy, what's wrong?
What happens if, when my head is deep down in the water, some kind of scary monster appears? How would I even hear to know I was under attack?
We will defend you.
Time for candy!
Also,
It is? I made candy bags.
you wouldn't
Each
normally
bag
be
is made
afraid of
with
that,
each
would
of
you?
You in mind, complete with each of your favorite candies. Here, take it. What are you waiting for? What if when I'm eating one of these chewy taffies, my mouth becomes glued shut and I can't scream for help?
You ruined candy.
Oh, goodness. We've only just started to celebrate Nightmare Night together, and I'm already taking all the fun out of it, aren't I?
yes.
You're not taking out all the fun. Just like 90%. Some of it. I really want to do this, but there's just so many things that terrify me about tonight. I couldn't possibly predict what might upset me.
Unless you were the one doing the scaring.
Yeah.
Her scaring us? Oh,
I dig these
you're being
outfits.
serious.
Well,
The thing you hate
Oops.
is being scared. But if you're the one doing the scaring, then...
Then I can help you all have fun, and I can still be a part of Nightmare Night.
there we go.
So, you like that idea?
I think I do. Meet me at my cottage in an hour.
Ooh.
I'm excited to see every pony soon.
It's the best strategy, though, right?
I'm guessing she's going to be absolutely terrifying. She's going to be surprisingly terrifying. Maybe she'll even go too far.
Welcome to Fluttershy's tea party.
Or not.
Did she just say tea party? It sounds like it's a scary tea party.
Go on, pass the sugar. Oh no, there is none. You're a terrible host. Rarity, put your coat on.
Why would I do that?
You need to cover up because no one has complimented your dress. Pinky Pie, look to your left and ask your best friend to pass the cucumber sandwiches.
There's no pony there.
That's right, because she didn't care
She's like
to show up.
Preying on each of their insecurities. But
Friend who didn't come through, that must scare you
Yeah.
to the core. Quick, every pony, look behind you.
What are those?
Unplanned guests. Your worst nightmare. You don't have enough food for them. Oh no, there's a tiny kitten that needs a home. You don't have time to help. I said you don't have time to help. This should appear to scare you.
Aw, she tried.
Why don't you look terrified? You showed up to a party and every pony was extremely disappointed in you. Can you imagine anything more upsetting?
It was a really good try, darling. But the scares at Nightmare Night are of an entirely different nature.
It was really creative, though. I never would have thought of all this.
you showed up to a party and everybody was
Just not
disappointed
cut
at you.
out for this. Just go on without me.
We couldn't possibly.
You have to. This is the night you look forward to all year. We could stay here? It's okay. I
We
really
could.
want you all to have fun. This is how I spend every Nightmare Night. It's funny. I actually thought she had an idea for something really scary for a second there.
She definitely tried her hardest.
I suppose I could have gone with something a bit scarier. You're right. I've been taking baby steps.
Also, where's
I
the,
think it's time for grown-up
where's the
ones.
carrots?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Don't suppose you have any ideas how I could do that?
And just like, forget carrots, I got this.
a bunch of dried sticks painted white to me. Hey, try to keep up the illusion, would ya?
Okay, so
What was that?
Fluttershy is trying
Don't
to
you know?
spook him or something.
Of course I do. It was
She's trying to make up for what she did.
Fluttershy doesn't have magic.
That's true.
No! It came to fruition! The thing that they said before!
Layers on the dress.
No!
Oh, so she tripped on her dress. Let's see.
There's Granny Smith. Not that I was ever scared, because I wasn't. I'm a pretty good actress when I want to be. Granny?
That would be really upsetting. That would be really, really upsetting.
I'm sure Granny Smith or Big Mac is behind this.
Are those peeled grapes or eyeballs staring at you from beyond the grave?
Yep.
I think she's like powerhouse as she is. That's just cool. Look at that lead up there. Oh. Nice.
Oh my. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
It was you the whole time? I can't believe it.
That was
The best thing ever! It was way more terrifying than the most terrifying thing I could have thought of.
You out-nightmared the scariest part of the corn
Aw,
maze.
yeah.
How did you do all this? After you left, I realized that I wasn't ready to give up on Nightmare Night. So I asked Granny Smith if I could try to make the maze even scarier for my friends.
You came up with all of this?
I had some help.
Just glow in the dark sheets.
Angel was the scary figure that kept scurrying after you in the maze. Fuzzy Legs made the sticky wall that made it difficult for you to see and move.
That's some wild webbing that little
And
spider
of course,
makes.
Harry was the especially scary monster.
Wow, that
You can
was
see his paw
inspiring.
feet. It's so cute.
Do this every year.
Oh,
Yeah, every year.
We could celebrate Nightmare Night together every year. The truth is, I really don't want to.
You don't?
But you've done it! You found a way that we can all have a fabulous time together. Yes, but I've also realized something. You all may love Nightmare Night, and I may be good at being a part of it, but it's no fun for me to see my friends feel like they're in danger, even if I know they're not. I really don't like it. It's just not my cup of tea.
Spooky tea?
No, just regular tea. We do lots of fun things together, but I'm afraid this just isn't gonna be one of them. Actually, I'm not afraid. I'm perfectly fine with it.
Then we are too.
I don't know why I doubted myself for a second. Now this is what I call a perfect Nightmare Night.
Aw. My family used to host something called the Haunted Forest about every year. They only did it for a few years, but my mother, it was a haunt, you know, like a walk-through haunt. And it wasn't a forest, it was just a small patch of woods, but they called it a forest. They had all these fun little attractions, like a little train that lit up that spooked everyone as they're walking by, like, and all this stuff, and like little, like dummies, but some of them weren't dummies, you know, and all of that stuff. And anyway, my mom dressed up as a witch, which was just like Granny Smith, because my mom has this high-pitched squeal to her, so she always every year, and she would foretell the doom that was awaiting them as they walked through these woods. But that's what they're reminding me of. I really love Halloween for many reasons. It's really strange too, because I keep telling myself I wasn't into scary stuff, sort of like Fluttershy. But I think I've liked the scary stuff longer than I haven't liked the scary stuff. But I do remember being that kid that's like, no, I don't like scary. I don't want scary. And then something changed, and it may have just been the passions of my family.
We just became adults.
Or the people around me that love it.
Realize there's other stuff that's scary in life too.
Well, that's true.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I've always had a fondness for Halloween. I think because there were so many good things that came with the scary that I was sort of conditioned to get over the scary and just appreciate the entire holiday. But yeah, I can relate to both Fluttershy from childhood and Pinkie Pie and the rest of them. I say Pinkie Pie and the rest of them. Throughout most of my life, because yeah, Halloween is fun. It's fun to be scared, but I have to say, sorry, I'm rambling so much.
That's
This
okay.
episode is super interesting because I could have swore that they were going to have it be that Fluttershy officially learned to embrace and appreciate the holiday, and instead was like, no, actually, I don't still appreciate this holiday, and I still don't think it's for me, and I'm not going to partake every year. And that was unexpected, but I felt like it was the smartest route that they could have gone, because it has a better lesson in it than just being open-minded. And in that regard, she was open-minded, so they're giving even more lessons.
We already got kind of the previous lesson that you were just talking about, like you try something new, enjoy it, now immerse yourself in it, which was, she even commented on it in this episode, the whole singing thing. She's like, if I had never tried singing in front of people, I would have never learned how much I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I got that. But we don't have that same lesson, which is awesome, because we have completely something new. I myself, when I first watched this episode, thought the same thing, where it's like, oh, she's just going to love Nightmare Night now and she'll get used to it, blah, 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 blah. But no, the best thing about this entire season, if you'll notice the running pattern, it's like it's like a self-check. And it's saying it's okay to not like put yourself first, but like recognize your own desires and your own needs as well, because you're always going to need something yourself as well. And for Fluttershy, that's not doing Nightmare Night. And it doesn't mean she can't be friends with her friends.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that she's being left out. It's just saying like, this is not for me. I will do something else. You do this, and that's okay. I always thought that maybe during this episode, they would have said, okay, well, let's give a babysitter to her for the night. Like, one of us will babysit her tonight, and then next year you'll babysit her, and next year I'll babysit her. But that would have been so resentful, you know?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, that would have made them good friends, but it kind of would have made her a not good friend to allow that to happen.
Yeah, which she didn't, which is great.
Well, she didn't. Yeah, no, yeah. So I'm glad that they didn't go that route of like, oh, one of us will watch you, and yeah, because sometimes including friends is not a benefit to either you or them if it's something that they don't appreciate and you don't have any fun while they're there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have certain situations with certain friends quite often. Actually, I love to play board games. I haven't gotten to play it very often since becoming a dad, but I'm working on that. And there are some of my friends that just don't appreciate them as much, and that is totally fine. It doesn't mean I'm not going to invite them, but it does mean they have to respect that if they don't appreciate it the way I do, that maybe they can find another activity to keep themselves preoccupied with.
Yeah, it's like if somebody invited me to Magic Mountain or something. It's like, yeah, I could do one roller coaster or so, but really, that's not my forte. Just like all day long, not for me.
You'll come, you'll partake, you'll make the best of it and have a good time in your own way.
Or I just won't go, and that's okay too.
Or you just won't go. Or you just
and that's okay too.
And that's totally fine as well.
Yeah, it's always nice to be invited. Here's the thing that we've learned from this one. It's always nice to be invited and to know that you always are open and everybody's willing to have somebody try something new. Yeah. But if you ultimately decide it's not for you, that's okay. And that shouldn't damper friendships or anything. Not everybody's going to like everything the same. So, yeah.
We're all different. Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good. I do like that they let Fluttershy try being scary in this episode, though. The one transition I absolutely love is whenever she is her vampire self, her fruit bat self.
Yeah.
And when she goes into the light, you can see all the stuff is not actually her. It's just all the costume. And I was like, oh, that's such a cool transition because we're getting it from the eyes of the other ponies. And it's so good. It's so good. It's very well done. Like even little tiny creative things like that. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this show has a lot of fun with changing of animation styles and how you transition. They're getting more and more creative as it goes, for sure. Yeah, I love it. That's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Good old Halloween, not on Halloween.
Yeah, right around Valentine's Day for us. Ooh. Anyway, thanks so much for fanning out with us, everybody.
Yeah, fans out.